What's up, guys? What's up, YouTube? So here is my 2014 535i X-Drive, and I have to be specific, being 535i X-Drive. I just got done replacing the alternator, the belt tensioner, and the idler pulley, and just wanted to go over some of the items or some of the process to getting to change your alternator and going back together, and things to keep an eye out for. So to start off with, obviously you're going to open your hood. You're going to remove your intake since it's over the alternator, since your alternator is right here on top. Me, I removed the box, put it off to the side. Don't mind the duct tape. I'm going to order a new intake pipe, but pretty much remove the intake, then remove the charge pipe, remove the supporting radiator brackets. So these are T30, and then you have 13s right in here. There's one underneath here, here, vice versa over here. Underneath here you got two 16s, and then obviously your cross brackets that lie across here are also 16 millimeters. Once you remove these, then you got your radiator fan. Lucky on the BMWs, you just unplug the main connector, and then you have a retaining clip right here in the middle, and then two little clips, one off to the side and one on here on the side. The charge pipe has this little hook, which the fan and everything is supposed to sit inside of there, but sometimes they don't align. But that charge pipe will be in the way when you're trying to lift it up, and it slides right out. And then from there you get access to your alternator, which you have a bolt right there up top, and then you have your two bolts right there, and you have two at the bottom. And to keep in mind, you're gonna have to remove your intercooler pipe that runs from the top to the bottom, because you have to pretty much loosen your AC compressor, which is down here. And then you got two bolts on the top, one that's about right here, and then the other one's back here. And then once you remove your intercooler pipe, you have another bolt, and these are all 13 millimeters, by the way. And once you remove the AC compressor, there's a bracket that the alternator is sandwiched in between, and you have three 13 millimeters on the underside, which is in between your AC and the bracket. That's how you get to that bracket. Once you remove that, you're able to just pull out the alternator with ease. So pretty much just want to apologize not actually showing you step by step, because my car's been down for the past 2 weeks, and I've been in school and busy with work, and I'm just not getting to it. Other general maintenance items that will be coming on this build is the oil cooler, since I found that the oil cooler, it tends to leak a little bit and was covering up the old alternator. And then I got to change the valve cover, because the PCV makes noise from time to time and it's slightly leaking. But since I had everything off, I pretty much went ahead and cleaned the engine bay of all the leaks. I mean, you got your tensioner, the tensioner that got changed, your idler pulley. And one thing with the idler pulley, don't do what I did. So if you look underneath the alternator, there is a bolt door, there's a hole right here, if it'll focus. That hole right there is just there. And your idler pulley goes on the bottom hole. So if you don't pay attention, and when you put it on your belt again, you won't have no tension whenever you put on the belt. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, other than that, you go in reverse order, and that's how you replace your alternator and or AC compressor. It's all in the same general area, pretty much the same process of removing all of this to get to down there, besides the AC portion where you have to evac all your Freon. But here's a short little video to give brief information on removing an alternator on a 2014 BMW 535i X-Drive with dynamic drive F10 chassis.